Get your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.
Cropping allows you to trim away parts of an image that are unnecessary, which can enhance the composition of an image. You can crop an image by using the crop tool in the toolbox, which has the most options for cropping available. To crop an image, first click the crop tool in the toolbox to enable that feature. You may also need to select the crop tool in the tool options bar if using elements 12 or later. This is because the crop tool and the cookie cutter tool share the same button in the toolbox within those versions of Photoshop elements. In the tool options bar of Photoshop 12 and earlier, you can select a crop type by clicking one of the following buttons: rule of thirds, grid, golden ratio, or none. If you select one of these overlays other than none, it will appear as you crop your image. Starting in Photoshop Elements 13, the grid overlay is now the default and only display choice. To constrain your cropping area, use the Show Crop Preset Options drop-down to select one of the preset aspect ratios, such as 3:5 or 4:6, to restrict the crop area to the size or ratio selected. If you select the Use Photo Ratio choice, the crop area will be restricted to the same size ratio as the current image. You can create a custom cropping size area by choosing the No Restriction choice from the drop-down and then entering your own width and height values into the adjacent W and H fields below the drop-down. If using Photoshop Elements 12 or earlier, you can also set the resolution for the cropped image by entering a value in pixels into the text box to the right. Starting in Photoshop Elements 13, you can also select from some suggested cropping areas, shown in the Crop Suggestions areas at the right end of the Tool Options bar. To select a cropping area shown, click it to select it. The cropping area will be automatically selected within the image. Below the cropping area in the image, you can then just click the green checkmark button for Commit to apply the crop, or click the Cancel button to cancel the crop. To manually create the cropping area, if needed, click and drag over the area to keep within the image. As you click and drag, you will see a dotted line appear around the perimeter of the crop area. After you release your mouse button, the crop area will appear on screen and display any grid overlay if applicable. If you chose to draw a cropping area that can be resized, then you will also see resizing handles appear at the corners and sides of the crop area. To resize the crop area, hover your mouse pointer over one of these handles until your cursor turns into a double-pointed arrow. Then click and drag the handle to change the size of the crop area. If you chose to constrain the proportions of the image, the other side will also adhere to the same setting. The area that appears inside the crop area border is what you will keep. You can also move the crop area by clicking and dragging inside the crop area to move it around within the image. You will also see two buttons appear at the bottom right corner of the crop area. You can click the Cancel button to cancel the current cropping operation altogether, or you can click the Commit or Checkmark button to complete the desired crop of the image to the crop area shown.
Like what you see? Pick up your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.